Alright guys, so this is the Keeper League recap draft video. It'll be kind of not short, but I will hopefully won't go into too much detail. I'm going to break down the draft in each division by who I think will go last to first in each division. And then I'll predict who has the best teams overall. Not going to say who's going to win it, but basically this is going to be kind of like the rosters as if they were kind of healthy. Okay, because like, I can't say they're going to get hurt. Like if you have Adrian Peterson, he looks good. He is a little dinged up, but he's a good running back. So I'll base it on, hey, you got a stud on your team. He's not hurt yet. Okay. But first I gotta say it was a fun draft. Had a great time. Keeper draft is always an interesting one. One thing I'll say to somebody out there in our league, I mean, I think yeah, I did. Usually you kind of want to try and use all your money. If you have like $3 to $5 left, no big deal. But if you got more than 10, 15 bucks, you might want to rethink your draft and next year try something else. Because somebody had 25 bucks left. That 25 bucks could have bought you a better something. You could have got a top-notch quarterback. You could have got a lot better running back or something. I'm just saying. Just saying. But hey, that's okay. If you don't want to spend it all, that is quite alright. It does not carry over to the next year. Just letting you know. Alright, so let's get down to business. By the way, I want to say a special thank you to Josh for joining the league and for Aaron for drafting for Bill. I appreciate it. So let's get started. We'll start with the first division, the Kings division. Kansas City Kings. So in fourth place, I have currently Sea of Red. By the way, you're the one that has $25 left to bid with. I mean, your team's not horrible, but you got a rookie running back and a running back who's going to get supposedly a big reduction. I don't know how big of a reduction, but it's definitely you're saying a reduction in carries. You got Eli Manning. He's won 2 Super Bowls. I still don't believe in Eli Manning. I don't. I believe in Tim Tebow more than I believe in Eli Manning. And your receivers, you got Jeremy Maclin, and Victor Cruz. And like I said, I'm not a Eli Manning fan. I'm sorry. So that's it. You got Gronkowski. He had a great year last year. Can he really repeat with all those weapons around? We'll see. So you're number 4. I gotta quit. Hey, I do spend too much time on who's number 4. Let's move on. 3. I got the Devils. Jim. Okay. Devils, I got you at number 3, and I'm trying to find your team right now. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, that's why I got you number 3. You got Phillip Rivers, which is good. But then you got Steven Jackson, who has never gone a complete season. You got Ryan Matthews, who's already going to be out for probably till at least week 2 or 3 or 4. By the way, we got a doubleheader on week 3, so he's not going to be good enough to get you many points on your doubleheader. And you got Phillip Rivers and Ryan Matthews on the same team. Hopefully that'll still work out for you, but we'll see. Your receivers, Fitzgerald and Steve Johnson should do okay for you, and Devon Bess is now the number 1 there. So and Torrey Smith. You got some hope in your receivers, but I'm not sure yet. The rest of your team, I just think you're number 3. Travis. Technically, I'd have you at number 3 too, so I'll call it a tie for number 3. I won't even call it a tie for number 2. I don't know. Travis, I think you're having a really good career. Your career that you're doing sounds like it's just booming. Like you're just constantly busy with good work. So I'm really happy for you there. I really am. Every time I read your Facebook, I smile because I'm like, wow, that's cool. You got another job doing that. So I'm happy for you there. But it's taken away from your fantasy football, I think. I don't think you had time to spend looking at stuff. Sure, you kept Stafford and you kept Calvin Johnson. I still don't know why you kept Calvin Johnson. You could have kept Jimmy Graham and then used that extra money on Jimmy Graham, because you did spend $12 on Aaron Hernandez. Just throwing it out there. You could have kept Jimmy Graham and then bought Calvin Johnson back for that extra money you had. You might have spent $40 to $42 on him, but it would have still saved you money. So anyway, you got Stafford, you got Calvin, and Brandon Marshall, and Demaryius Thomas, and now a Reggie Wayne. So your receivers and quarterback, perfect. The running backs are the issue. Cedric Benson and Donald Brown, I don't know if they're going to get what you are hoping for. And C.J. Spiller. So you're going to do good on the receivers, maybe the tight end, and the quarterback. I'm just saying. So unfortunately, by default, I really didn't think my team was number one ability, which overall I won't be number one. But in my division, I see it being number one. That's just how I see it. With Cutler and Romo. I could trade Romo if Cutler does pan out to be good. I am not scared to do that. I got Bradshaw. Luckily, I did get David Wilson. Sure, I am not a Bradshaw fan, but he has done good. LaShawn McCoy and Jonathan Stewart, if Jonathan Stewart actually gets the rock. So I'm going with 2 running backs, basically. Maybe 3, I don't know. I got Dwayne Bowe. I really didn't want Dwayne Bowe. I was trying to bid him up. I got stuck with him. Hopefully he is still good. He was great last year. I got Antonio Brown, who I think is going to be really good. I got A.J. Green, who is supposed to be really good. I got Denarius Moore, who I have big high hopes for. So, and I got Jason Witten. If he is healthy to play by week 2 or 3, he should be good. I got the 49ers defense. Hello. And Janikowski, 50-yard field goals at halftime every time. So that's why I have me at number 1 in my division. But I won't be number 1 overall. Let's move on to the Comets division. Number 4, bad influence. And here's the reason why. You got a lot of Falcons. And I know that some people should go all high-octane team, but one of them is not Michael Turner. And that's who you got. So, keeping Julio Jones and Roddy White, that may not be a bad idea. But not with Roddy White or Michael Turner on your team. That kind of might hurt. So anyway, Rashad Jennings could be a stud. That could be the biggest move, because I really don't see this new owner for the Jaguars. I think he might bench Jones-Drew and teach him a lesson, teach the league a lesson. So, you got Michael Turner and D'Angelo Williams. I'll be willing to trade you, well, I don't have Jacquez Rogers, so I can't trade you. Anyway. But you got Big Ben, Andy Dalton. I'm not too impressed with them yet. Dalton may end up being your starter. So 2 of your receivers are really good, and Malcolm Floyd is now probably going to step up to be the big stud there. 2 good. You're probably going to use both receivers. You're probably going to go 2, 2, and 2. That's what I think you might do, or Malcolm Floyd. So you might. Oh wait, yeah, you might actually have to use 3 receivers. So you might want to try and trade one of those tight ends. FYI, check. I don't have a defense on your team, so you might want to check to see if you did draft one and I just didn't put it in there. So that's why I just noticed. But you can get one later on. It's no big deal. So you're number 4, the Groupers. Aaron's team. Technically, I have you tied for 2nd. Yours and Brad's team I thought were pretty equal. Because Aaron Rodgers, duh. Matt Forte is going to be very good. Your Peyton Hillis pick, I think he's going to be a good flex player. And Stephen Ridley, if he's healthy, I think he's going to do pretty good. Percy Harvin and Steve Smith for Carolina are going to be your studs with, I think, Kendall Wright. I think he's going to be awesome. And then you got Antonio Gates and the Eagle D. And you know, I love the Eagles D. So that's why I got you at third, but tied for second technically. It's like I like Brad's team just a pinch better. And it's because, and which I don't know why, because I told Josh, whoever has Peyton Manning, I'm going to pretty much bash, because he's looked horrible so far. But you got Matt Schaub, and Schaub has looked good. So you got Schaub or Manning, hopefully one will work out. Fred Jackson and DeMarco Murray are your studs. And then you got Miles Austin, which might not be good this year. That hamstring is going to linger on. Luckily, you got Vincent Jackson and Greg Jennings and Brandon Lloyd. So you're still okay there, with a little Jimmy Graham on the side. So that's why I think the Jimmy Graham with your 3 receivers and 2 running backs, I think that's what pushed me over the top. That puts you just over the top of the groupers. But my number 1 guy in that division, Silver and Black. I like his team. I like having Tom Brady. I like having McFadden. And sure, he's got Ben-Jarvis Green-Ellis, which is a little suspect right now because you don't know what he really can do on a team that's going to probably feed him the ball a lot. And he's got Sean Green, who hasn't really looked that good. But he's got Des Bryant, who's been looking great in preseason, Andre Johnson, and Mike Wallace, who, if he comes back, all he needs to do is run deep and catch the ball. That's it. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not like breaking through holes. So you got 3 great receivers, a good quarterback, 1 great running back, and another one possible good running back. And then you also got Jacob Tamme, which could pan out to be good if he can learn how to catch the ball again. And for some reason, everyone's all big on the Seattle defense. I don't know why. So I like your team the best overall, but it's pretty tight between you 3. Let's move on. Number 3 division is, what's that division called? The Kansas City Blades. The Kansas City Blades. Number 4. Well, your wish is my command, Josh. You, my friend, I have you at the bottom. That's the Polk Hill High Panthers. Or not Polk Hill High, it's just Polk High Panthers. You got Drew Brees, phenomenal. You got Marquise Colston, bam, bam, 1-2, phenomenal. Garcon, I'm not so sure of yet. Damian Amendola, he will probably get you a good, he's like the little Wes Welker, but not as great. But he's still going to be good. Jamal Charles is your number 1. You don't have his backup. You got Darren Sproles and Trent Richardson. One's not proven and injury prone already. I didn't even play the snap in the NFL, and he's already injury prone. And the other one, it looks like they really are going to get Mark Ingram in this system a little bit more this year. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they're feeling Sproles is getting older. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Kyle Rudolph thing yet. I mean, I know he looks like a great sleeper, but you got Pettigrew. I think Pettigrew will be just as good. So I got your team last, and there's only one reason why I have your team last, because I think this division is going to be pretty good. Wait a minute, what do we got here? Okay, Mark's team. Where's Mark's team? Oh, I didn't even look at your team yet, Mark, but I'll put you at number 3 without even looking. How about that? Because your team is all about potential. Right now, it doesn't look great, but it's all about potential. Michael Vick should have a comeback year and look good again. Now your running backs, you got Bush, who's supposed to have a decreased role, but you got Jones-Drew, who isn't even there yet. He may not even play for a while. You got Jaquez Rogers, who may end up being the stud. We don't know yet. Kevin Smith is going to start. How long will he last? He'll be good as long as he's healthy. And Ryan Williams, he'll eventually start, I think. But will he be healthy? Your receivers, Blackman looks good, but will Blaine Gabbert get the ball there? Eric Decker, can he catch the ball? Deshaun Jackson, will he have a comeback year? So, and you got Titus Young. The Bills' defense should be good. And Greg Olsen's your tight end, who's my kind of a sleeper kind of pick, too. But all in all, I have you at number 3. And I put you at number 3 because Josh said I was going to put you at number 4, at him at number 4, so I put him at number 4. Jimmy Fester. See, I think you should change your name from Fester. I think you're calling yourself Fester because you're a bald head, maybe. I don't know. I think you should change your name to Brian Urlacher. I really think you look kind of like Brian Urlacher. Anyway, you got Cam Newton. I wonder why you kept him. You got Marshawn Lynch. Good pickup. I would have got his backup, though, because who knows what's going on there. And Willis McGahee, I would have got his backup. What's going on there? I got him. I got Rodney Hillman. You got Adrian Peterson and Beanie Wells. So you got some potential good players, but I don't know if you noticed this, but you got Beanie Wells, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch. McGahee. All 3 get hurt every year. Well, Peterson's first time last year, but now they're all injury guys. Who isn't nowadays, right? You got your receivers, I don't know what he can do yet. Jordy Nelson and Robert Meacham and Wes Welker. They should do all right for you, huh? Welker and Jordy at least. And Tony G and the Falcons D. I like that team to be number 2. The reason? Because Craig's team is going to be number 1, without a doubt. I don't really care about his receivers. His receivers could be just... He can have crap receivers and still do good. He's got Matt Ryan, Chris Johnson, Arian Foster, Ray Rice. That there's enough say. Vernon Davis as a tight end. The Ravens defense. And Hakeem Nicks and Kenny Britt. If Kenny Britt's healthy, he'll be good. He had Vincent Brown and Austin Collie. Well, he has them, but Vincent's done, and Collie, who knows what's going on with him. Alshon Jeffries could be a big stud. He looks to be a high number 2 receiver on the team. And he's got Jerome Simpson, which could pan out good, or Randy Moss. I'm just saying his team looks to be the one to win it all. Efren's team, number 2. I'll put me at number 3, but actually I think either Brad or the Groupers might be number 3, and I'll be number 4. But we'll see what happens. So, all in all, it was a great draft. That's my rankings. Wow, has it been like this the whole time? I haven't even looked at the YouTube thing. My head is like half off. There, now you can see my thick chin here. Here's you again. 17 minutes. You tired of hearing my voice? Alright, well I got 10 seconds till it's 18, so I'll use all those 10 seconds. Can't wait for everything to get going, and maybe I can dominate you all. Have a good year, guys. Bad luck to you all. Bye.